Cheers!
Cheers! Oh my god. Need to sample this.
Maybe we can start with the questions we got from Instagram.
So the first question is, was the language choice deliberate or did it just happen to come out in Swiss German?
I think it was deliberate in the sense that I was trying to write songs in Swiss German. But I noticed that this idea couldn't have been written in English and other ideas couldn't be written in Swiss German. Each idea comes in a language, and so I guess a bit of both.
What's each person's favorite memory of the recording process?
I have some most favorite and I have some least favorite.
Ooh, juicy.
Drama. I don't know, you want to go first?
I think one that stands out is when we were recording your guitar solo from the bridge going into the last chorus.
Yeah.
Just because I remember having so much fun in the moment doing it, but also already I could tell this was gonna be the moment that hit me the hardest every time we listened to the song. This is the part where I'm like, Sättet jedes Mal. Yeah, we did something great here. What was your least favorite moment?
No, it was like the setting up the drums. For sure. The thing of being in the studio and knowing that you can't really do anything to help, and seeing you kind of struggling with it, with the tuning of the snare. I felt kind of on edge about that, but I mean it was so worth it that we did it, and really really happy with how it came out.
Yeah, it was more the sound than the tuning. Not, I don't know, maybe tuning sound-wise, not pitch-wise. I mean, pitch-wise, we were really, really accurate. We even tuned it a bit lower for the bridge because it's in a different key.
No, but it was really cool, going to the studio and recording.
Working with Anna was amazing.
Yeah, the engineer, she's so great. I feel almost my favorite moment was the first session that we had. I think it was then that we realized, no, we wanna produce this kind of on our own and not necessarily work with external kind of producers. We know the story, or you know the story so well, and I've been working with you for a while, that it's cool to do it on our own and to find the sound.
You did an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. What was it like for you?
The favorite moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment in the recording process was the day we recorded rhythm guitar for Zuckerwattenäbelschwade and Empty Cup. For me, it was the whole day, because in the morning we did this rhythm guitar recording with this massive metal amps blowing our ears, and you could feel them in your belly, and it was just a huge wall of sound, so loud. And then so loud. And then in the afternoon we did the vocal production of Versteckis, which was the biggest contrast you can get. And for me this was for me that's really something that I like about our music, the big contrasts and how it still fits into the same story.
How long did it take to finish the song?
Wow.
I guess there's different stages to this question.
Yeah.
Because all in all, I guess 3+ years?
We've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, when have you actually started writing it?
Let's be really factual about this.
Oh my god, so important. Cite your sources.
August 2021.
That's a long
time ago. But I think from studying production in September, it was then quite brief. I mean, it was 2 months and then we recorded it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but there was like a whole journey before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we, I mean, you wrote it in August 21, and like when did we first play it? Do you know?
Let's see. My phone has all the answers. In April 2022.
Okay, so there was like quite some time passing before that. I remember like playing it for the first time, and it was like this kind of bluesy, soul-y like kind of thing.
Zuckerwattenäbelschwade.
Yeah, and I feel like our aesthetic has shifted so much since then, right?
Mm.
I added a verse. I realized through playing it with the band for the first time that there was a verse missing. I think it needs another third verse. We also didn't have the modulation in the bridge yet. The only reason the bridge modulates is because I wrote it in a key where it was too low for me.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was really different, the song, when we first played it. Then it sounded like more like the raw composition, because it wasn't produced yet.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the version we have released now, a really big part of it is also the production. So that's like the thing that came afterwards.
Yeah.
But I guess that answers the question, right? It took us almost 3 years, but also kind of 2 months, like to get to this version that we have now.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite part of the lyrics, and why?
I think for me it is in Schritt the Ruf, but also not purely because of the lyrics, because I don't really work that way. It's more like the place that it has in the song, where it's like really this moment where you feel like you can't go any higher, and then you say one step up, and then we actually go a step up. And that's really cool to me. This part I really enjoy.
I think I like the title of the song, Zuckerwattenäbelschwade, because it's like a kind of a new word you created.
That's really nice.
We did have an autumn fair experience, all of us together.
We did.
How do you feel about cotton candy?
It's disgusting.
We just wanted to be kind and say mixed feelings, but honestly there's
nothing mixed about that feeling.
We struggled so much to fit. We should have just bought 1 instead of 3.
I really had the feeling of the song.
Yeah, to me too. Like the song got like not a new meaning, but like the meaning solidified itself.
The metaphor.
The metaphor was like really. Oh yeah, this is kind of an anxious place almost, or like a place where there's way too much going on. What was it like for you? Like, because we wanted to take like a lot of pictures, right? And it didn't necessarily turn out the way that you imagined it.
I mean, there were a lot of people there, so it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, in terms of like the work aspect of the day. But it was still so nice to like show you a part of the background of the song, but also a background just of my life in general. The corn at the Petersplatz is something that like for me is a part of almost every year of my life since I eat solid food.
When did you start with solid food?
What was the process like learning to chew food? You know,
it took me almost 3.5 years.
I actually started with cotton candy. No.
Is cotton candy solid food? Debate in the comments.
Debate. No, I actually would say no. Mostly because of that video, you know, with the what's again waschbär in English?
A raccoon.
A raccoon. There's this video with a raccoon washing cotton candy and it dissolves in water because it dissolves in water.
Yeah.
And he's so confused and disappointed.
That's so sad.
It's very sad. But I would say that's an argument for it not really counting as a solid food because it dissolves way too quickly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it also dissolved in my stomach. My stomach as well was confused and disappointed. I think.
This isn't food at all. But you know, like this this kind of this kind of waning nature of the cotton candy really kind of is a deep metaphor for this song, I think. It's like you try to grasp it, but it escapes you. It's like really kind of a Sisyphus myth. Can I have some more wine?
I need to.
It's a good wine.
It's a really good wine.
It's a really good wine.
So happy that we didn't take the cheapest one, like some of us recommended.